You're scrolling through YouTube, right? And another video pops up. Thumbnail with a shocked face, promising to make you rich or warning you about the next big crash. The question is, can you actually trust these money gurus? Well, in this explainer, we're going to figure that out. It really all boils down to one simple question, and it's a question that separates the helpful from the harmful. Is that person you're watching a financial expert trying to teach you something, or are they just a digital salesperson in disguise? And by the end of this, you are going to have a clear framework, a toolkit really, that'll help you spot the difference every single time. Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the appeal. What is it about these financial influencers or Finfluencers that makes them so incredibly popular? Because let's be honest, there's a reason millions of us are drawn to their content. For one, they're fantastic at taking these super intimidating topics, with all the jargon, and making them feel simple and accessible. They build a community, and that can be the spark that gets someone started on their financial journey. And look, getting people interested in their own finances, that is a genuinely good thing. But, and this is a big but, that accessibility often comes with a hidden catch. And to understand it, we really need to pull back the curtain and look at the business model that powers this entire industry. This is probably the most important question you can ask, because how they make money directly shapes the content they create. You have to wonder, is their main goal to make you money, or is it to make money from you? The answer to that changes everything. And this brings us right to the heart of the problem. A massive, massive conflict of interest. An influencer's need for more views, more clicks, more sponsors is often in direct opposition to your need for calm, steady, and actually personalized financial advice. And this slide just illustrates that pipeline perfectly. It all starts with creating emotional content, usually hype or fear, to drive engagement. That engagement, those views and clicks generate ad revenue and attract sponsors. And for a lot of them, the final step is to sell you their own high-priced courses or secret systems. Just notice what's missing from this pipeline: your actual financial success. So here's the crucial point, the main takeaway. Their content is optimized for what the YouTube algorithm wants, which is engagement. The algorithm rewards certainty and emotion, not nuance and accuracy. They make money from being engaging, not necessarily from being right. Okay, so knowing that this big conflict of interest exists, how are we supposed to navigate this space? Let's break down how to sort the genuinely helpful creators from the ones who are just, selling snake oil. I absolutely love this metaphor. I want you to picture a huge, bustling, chaotic marketplace. You've got some vendors who are true artisans selling valuable goods. But then you've got others who are just loud salespeople with flashy signs promising the world. You've got to know what to look for to tell them apart. Now, what's great about this is how it breaks down that whole marketplace into 3 simple types. First, you have the educators. These are your best bet. They teach you how to think about money. Then you've got the lifestyle motivators. They can be great for a mindset boost, sure, but their advice often lacks any real substance. And finally, the alpha callers. Honestly, they're basically selling you a lottery ticket. It's entertainment at best and financially dangerous at worst. All right, let's get even more practical. We're going to build a checklist of specific red flags. These are the warning signs you can spot immediately so you know when to be skeptical. Think of these as those flashy signs in the marketplace we were just talking about. The moment you see one of these, your internal alarm should start going off. First up, fear. These dramatic doomsday predictions are engineered for one reason: to prey on your anxiety and make you click. Real financial strategy is usually pretty boring and long-term. It's not a reaction to whatever crisis is trending today. And on the flip side, you have hype, which sells even better than fear. Any promise of guaranteed or absolutely massive returns is a giant, giant red flag. Think about it. If it were that easy, they wouldn't be on YouTube telling everyone. They'd be quietly getting rich. The classic sales pitch. This one creates a sense of exclusivity, of some kind of secret knowledge that only they have. And it's almost always a lead-in to selling you a course, a newsletter, or a paid community. And yeah, the list goes on. High-pressure tactics like you have to act now, showing off Lambos and fancy watches to imply success, failing to disclose they aren't licensed professionals, all major warning signs. And you have to be extra careful now with celebrity endorsements. Scammers are using AI deepfakes to make them look more convincing than ever before. It's getting wild out there. So with all of that in mind, what's the actual takeaway here? What do we do? Well, here is your playbook for being a smarter, more critical consumer of financial content online. This chart right here is your cheat sheet. It's so simple. It all boils down to principles over predictions. You want to look for creators who talk about risk, who cite their sources, and who are totally transparent about how they make money. If they're all about get-rich-quick schemes and guarantees, it's probably time to click away. Ultimately, there are just better, more reliable places to spend your time. Reading foundational books on investing, learning to do your own research, adopting a proven, simple strategy, these will serve you far, far better in the long run. And for advice tailored just for you, nothing beats a certified, fee-only fiduciary. They are legally obligated to act in your best interest. I think this quote just perfectly sums up the whole issue. Financial YouTube is like junk food. A little bit here and there for entertainment or to learn a super basic concept, that's probably fine. But a daily diet of hype, fear, and oversimplification, that can be genuinely destructive to your long-term financial health. And that, right there, is the real goal. The point isn't to stop watching entirely, but to completely change how you watch. We need to shift from being passive consumers to being active, critical thinkers. Always ask yourself, what's their incentive here? Is this logic or is this just hype? Is this actually helping me think better for the long term? So, I'll leave you with this final question. Now that you know the difference between the educators and the entertainers, the valuable goods and the snake oil, how are you going to choose to spend your time? The power to sort the signal from all that noise is thankfully in your hands.